Hi, my name is Mike Pyatt from White Label It Pro, and today we're going to discuss how to consistently get the top spots in Google for you or your client to scale your business for more profit, all without solely depending on you. We're going to discuss how that is done from 3 different perspectives, which really is the same thing. So how we do it is the same thing as what you need in place. And what you need in place is what we, White Label It Pro, offers. And what White Label It Pro offers is also how we do it. So what we offer is exactly what we do. What we do is what you need in place. What you need in place is how we do it. It's all one in the same. But before we go into all those details, we need to go over 3 principles that we can build a foundation on. And I'm going to share and present these 3 principles in some great quotes that I found that I think embody each of these principles. The first is, success comes from scaling the fundamentals. John Wooden, a college basketball coach, won over 10 national championships with his basketball team, which has never been done at the time. The interesting part is Coach Wooden never talked much about winning. What he talked about was mastering the fundamentals. And for basketball, that'd be things like shooting, dribbling, and passing. Sure, fancy 360 behind the back slam dunk may look cool, but that's not the fundamentals that are going to make big things happen, like consistently winning national championships. Now, much like SEO and scaling your business, fancy and advanced and crazy just link schemes and all these different ways may look cool, but we want to stay focused on scaling the fundamentals, which we'll discuss what those are and how they work in this very training. Now, the next principle and quote you may be most likely familiar with is work on your business, not in your business, by Michael Gerber from the eMyth. So what does that mean? Well, it means to work on quote unquote higher leverage activities. For example, working on would be strategy for business growth. What's your biggest constraint or challenge you need to overcome, or what's your biggest opportunity, or having the right people in place, or relaxing and rejuvenating. And working is things more like doing the actual work, like doing the keyword research or analyzing, filling, optimization of the site, building the links, etc. Now, it's not saying one is more important than the other. They both are needed, but to a certain degree, as you as a business owner and scaling the business need to work on these higher leverage activities working on the business. So we, White Label It Pro, will take care of the majority of the working in part for your business. So that way you have more free time for the working on, and you'll see how this is all done and how we're going to help and how this all works throughout this training. Another translation, just to really drive home this principle of this quote here, is just because you can doesn't mean you should. This is one I use every day. Just because I can do the research, just because I can analyze the sites, etc., doesn't mean I should. Again, as someone looking to grow and scale, you want to delegate working in activities and spend the majority of your time on the working on activities, because we only have so much time, focus, and energy each day. We need to focus wisely. And the final principle here is success comes from a combination of elements, not just one. By Mike Pyatt, Systematizing Blueprint, section number 2, System Seeds. Now, I'm sorry to sound like an egomaniac, but quoting myself, but I developed this quote from a lot of systems material and thinking, so most likely I wasn't the first person to ever say it, but I'll just say I said it now just so I sound cool. Regardless of who said it though, it's true. Success comes from when all these pieces are in place correctly together at the same time. Just like the human body, with one part not working, the entire body and the other parts don't work as well, and even death can occur. Now, that we have these 3 fundamentals down, let's go into exactly how we rank, exactly how you rank, and what we, White Label It Pro, offer. Remember, it's all one in the same. So let's go into the 3-step Google ranking formula.